Hello and welcome to the video. This video is in two parts. First part was really about the running issue that because I lost my head I didn't actually continue recording when it comes to the rebuild process, which is a shame. And the second part is the clutch cable replacement and a couple of tips. So enjoy. Here is the new project runaround. Not sure about the paint scheme, but there it is. It's different. There's the machine. 20,000 miles. A few creases to iron out. One being has 4 cylinders, but running on 3. Let's get it on the ramp, do the business. So, got the seat unit off, obviously, quite quick. Tank, 2 10mm bolts at the back, fuel pipe, vacuum pipe to operate the fuel tap, and there is the fuel cap drain in the top there. So, with little side covers off either side, fuel tank off, and the carburetors. The airbox has got no give to go backwards. Okay, so I'll show you around this side. This one. Okay, no give to go backwards. Obviously the carburetors have got to slide out of the intake rubbers and they've got to slide backwards before they can come out the side. So what I've chosen to do, which I hope is going to be the right answer, not to come back to bite me when it comes to putting it back together, is put your hand in the inside. So I've got my hand inside the airbox. And I don't know if you can see, quite difficult one-handed. Pull the intake rubber through. Oh, it's not happening. Hang on, be back. So I had to poke it with my finger from the outside to squash it. Pull the intake rubber out the airbox. Make sure you put them in order so we know which way they come off, because they're all slightly angled, ever so slightly, so we're going to have to a bit of jiggery pokery to put that back together. But now, plenty of room for the carburetors to come back. Okay, let's get them off. So after a bit of a fiddle, got the carbs out as you can see on the workbench. A few pictures for my reference really, just so I know where pipes go and whatnot. You can see they're quite dirty. Now, I did put them through the ultrasonic tank cleaner, cleaned out, made sure all the jets were cleaned, everything was all kind of set up correctly, mixtures, and got them back in the bike. It was a pain in the ass to get them back in, so I lost my head and didn't record it, but this worked. The bike runs great. Hello and welcome to my run around bike. Recently acquired, cheap price, cheap bike, the right kind of price, just something for me to get around on. A few little niggles I've had to sort out already. Today we're going to do the clutch cable. This is a 2001 zr7, zr750 or whatever it is, Kawasaki. Some random custom paint job on it. Not my cup of tea, but whatever. Yeah, I have actually done the clutch cable, to be fair. But yeah, this is just going to be a bit of a brief how-to, bit of a trick of a trade, pulling one cable through with the other. I'm going to do a clutch cable replacement as I went for a ride the other day. Pulled a clutch the first time, felt a click, pulled it the second time and snapped. So hopefully the plan will be, because it routes all the way around from here and all the way up under there, so I'm hoping to connect the end of the new cable to the old cable and hopefully pull it all through the routing of it. Otherwise it might mean taking the fuel tank off, which I don't really want to do, so we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to start off by, well, I've already undone one, undoing it down this end, down here, and then I'll probably take both the nuts off to make it a little bit thinner to squeeze through some of the gaps, and I'll get the new cable. I'm just going to tape it. I could cable tie it, but then it adds a little bit of a, like the block part, the bigger part of the cable tie might get trapped on something. So if I can tape it one to the other one, and hopefully I can pull it all the way through and all the way back up the other side. Okay, that bit's off. I've removed the inner, removed the two nuts. I don't think this is going to be too successful, to be honest. I really don't want to take the tank off. So it roots up round, and I think it's catching on something on the bottom of the tank, but we'll give it a whirl, see how we get on. Okay, on further thought, if I connect those two together, there's a metal bend there, then you know that's not going to go through things, that's going to get stuck 100%. So I'm going to go around to this end. I've cut the metal bit off here to give me a straight run, and then I'm going to connect that to that with some tape and hope for the best. We'll see, but let's face it, we all know what's going to happen. That's going to be coming off. Ugh. Okay, so one connected to the other one, as much tape as I can be bothered to put on, and yeah, let's hope for the best, but I'm not I'm not convinced this is going to be a winner. So let's just see what happens when we pull this end down. Ugh, here we go, stuck already. Right, it's going to be a two-hander, I'm afraid. I'll come back to you. I've found a cable tie right up there. Somebody can't see it now. I'll cut it, but winning. Yeah, nice. I will take that as a win. That didn't take too long at all. Could have gone very wrong. Was expecting it to go very wrong, but it didn't. Okay, so when connecting, remember to connect this end first. Oh, stay in my hand. Ew, hairy hand. Alright. So always remember, you connect this end first and then you go up to the other end. Everything's so much harder when you're doing it one-handed. Okay. I'm going to do spin that back up there. Sorry, itchy nose. Terrible camera work. I get it now. I see so many YouTubers and people saying about doing stuff one-handed. Nope, can't do it one-handed. I'll be back. Okay, so that one's in there now. Leave this really slack this side, as in on the adjuster here. So the idea is I'm going to get this cable connected into this end. We want to put this adjuster really so you can go a little bit either way, but wind this in, make life a bit easier to get the cable in, and then we want to do most of adjustment down the bottom, and then the fine tuning up here, so to speak. Oh yeah, forgot to mention for anybody that doesn't know, on these adjusters, if you get all of the lines in line with yours, with the clutch perch, then you can bring that out and should be able to wiggle that down and out. Don't like these levers either, not a fan, I like standard levers. There we go, the offending article is out. So now we'll hook that bit. Hang on, I'll be back. Okay, so I've got it hooked in there, pull the wire through, and now obviously we left all the slack at the bottom down at the engine adjuster, which allows plenty of slack up here. So what we'll do now, I'll adjust up to get a half decent lever with a little bit, like I say, a bit either way on here. Adjust it at the bottom, and then we'll fine tune it up here. And then for anybody that's ever wondered what kind of free play, the easiest way of thinking about it is, you see, you can't really see because of the light, see this gap here between the clutch perch and the actual lever itself. If you're in the UK, you want roughly, if you can fit a pound coin in that gap, that's about the free play that you're after. Okay, so always think about a pound coin, and then that just allows a bit of free play. If you don't have enough free play, your clutch can start slipping because your clutch is never released properly, so it'll start slipping. So you always have to have a little bit of free play to allow for your metal for expanding and contracting in the clutch. And talking of clutches, very soon I'll be putting a clutch in this, because the clutch is actually slipping. So soon, in the next week or so, I'll be taking all this cover off, all under here, and I'll do a video of me replacing the clutch on it. There we go, so last one, just on the adjustment. So because my clutch is actually worn out on this, friction plates, clutch pack's too thin, which I say I will be doing very soon. My clutch is kind of, the cable's towards maximum adjustment, so I don't know, that boots a bit, it's only a cheap cable. Yeah, so that's towards maximum adjustment, that's tight down there, so that's all connected. And then about a pound coin roughly, kind of gap, and there we go. Just not a fan of aftermarket levers. You can get some nice ones, but I don't think these are very nice ones. Yeah, but there we go, that's the clutch cable done. Probably realistically took me 15 minutes or so, something along them lines. It was quite easy, to be fair, but it could have gone the other way. It could have been a pain if that cable hadn't pulled all the way through, then that would have been a pain. But there we go, there we are, all done. Thanks for watching, please subscribe. I'll see you again soon with the next task. Ciao.